I would very humbly request আমি আপনাকে ফ্লোরটা দিচ্ছি if you can carry on with your presentation. Thank you once again for this opportunity and honor. Over to you.
Thank you. সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি আমাকে এই সুযোগ দেওয়ার জন্য, আপনাদের মাঝে কথা বলার জন্য। কারণ আমি আসলে গ্রিন বিল্ডিং নিয়ে কথা বলতে খুবই পছন্দ করি। এটা আমার শুধু প্রফেশন না, আমার প্যাশন। এবং আমি মন প্রাণ দিয়ে বিশ্বাস করি যে আমাদের প্রত্যেকের সাস্টেনেবিলিটি প্র্যাকটিস করা উচিত, পার্সোনাল লেভেলে, ফ্যামিলি লেভেলে, অফিসে, অর্গানাইজেশনে, ইনস্টিটিউটে। এবং আমি সাস্টেনেবিলিটি প্র্যাকটিসটাকে খুব সিম্পল ভাবে দেখি যে আমরা কোনো কিছুর ওয়েস্ট করব না। আমার যতটুকু দরকার, যতটুকু না হলেই নয়, আমি ততটুকু ব্যবহার করব, বাকিটা আমি ওয়েস্ট করব না। চেষ্টা করব যেন আমার পরবর্তী যে প্রজন্ম তাদের জন্য রেখে যেতে। তো এই জন্য আমি সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি যারা সময় দিয়েছেন, এবং স্পেশালি ALME অ্যাসোসিয়েশন অফ খুলনা ইউনিভার্সিটি আর্কিটেকচারাল ডিসিপ্লিন, আমরা আকার বলেন, খুব চমৎকার করে আকার। তো আপনাদের সবাইকে ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি যে আমাকে সুযোগ দিয়েছেন কথা বলার জন্য এবং আমাকে সময় দিচ্ছেন। আজকে আমি চেষ্টা করব যে গ্রিনের একদম বেসিকটা বলার, যদিও জানি আপনারা অনেক জানেন, কিন্তু আমার বলাটার মধ্যে যেটা থাকবে একটুখানি মাত্রা, সেটা হচ্ছে যে বাংলাদেশের প্রেক্ষিতে গ্রিনটা কিভাবে ইফেক্ট করে, এর বেনিফিট কি, কেন আমরা বাংলাদেশে গ্রিন করতে যাব, আমাদের কি শুধু বায়ারদেরকে খুশি করার জন্য করব নাকি আর কোনো কারণ আছে, এবং এর প্রসেসটা কি একটু একটু করে বলে যাব, বেনিফিট গুলো বলবো আমার মতো করে। কেমন? পরবর্তীতে যদি আপনাদের আগ্রহ থাকে তাহলে আরো ফর্মালি ইউজিবিসি লিড, তার পয়েন্ট, তার ক্রেডিট, বিভিন্ন বিষয় নিয়ে আলোচনা করব এবং শেষের দিকে একটা সময় রাখবো যেখানে আপনাদের প্রশ্নের উত্তরগুলো আমি দেব। সো প্রথমে যদি বলি যে একদম if I start with the beginning, যে green is the way to go, the best business decision you can make. খেয়াল করেন যে আমি খুব বড় একটা কথা বলেছি যে বিজনেসের বেস্ট ডিসিশন হচ্ছে আপনি গ্রিন প্র্যাকটিস করবেন। কেন গ্রিন প্র্যাকটিস করা বেস্ট ডিসিশন সেটা একটুখানি বলে তারপরে আমরা ডিটেইলসে যাব। যে গ্রিন আসলে তিনটি কাজ করতে আমাদের উদ্বুদ্ধ করে। এখানে গ্রিন এবং সাস্টেনেবিলিটি, দিস আর দ্য similar word, acronym you can say. So first thing green want us to do, the very first thing is to save money, save energy, save water, and by doing those three, save earth. এটা হচ্ছে ফার্স্ট থিং গ্রিন আমাকে করতে বলে। সেকেন্ড থিং যেটা আমাকে করতে বলে বা আমরা করলে আমাদেরকে গ্রিন বলতে পারি, সেটা হচ্ছে রিডিউস। What are we going to reduce? Carbon emission, waste, and impact on environment. So we're going to reduce those three as much as possible. If we do these two segments, then the green asks me to do the third thing. Very, very important. Green asks me to increase profit, productivity, and health. So these three pillars that green promote: save, reduce, and increase. এখন যদি আমরা চিন্তা করি যে এই তিনটা কাজ যদি আমরা না করি আমাদের বিজনেসের জন্য, তাহলে আমরা প্রথমে হচ্ছে কম্পিটিটিভ থাকবো না, সেকেন্ড হচ্ছে আমাদের প্রফিটেবিলিটি কমে যাবে, এবং থার্ড আমরা যদি কম্পিটিটিভ না থাকি এবং প্রফিট কমে যায়, আমরা হয়তো সাস্টেইন করব না অ্যাজ এ বিজনেস। এই জন্য আমি বলেছি, এটা আমার কথা, আমি প্রমোট করি যে গ্রিন ইজ দ্য ওয়ে টু গো, দ্য বেস্ট বিজনেস ডিসিশন ইউ ক্যান মেক। এবং আমরা যদি গ্রিনের পুরো, আজকে আমরা দেখাবো যে পুরো জিনিসগুলো যদি ফলো করার চেষ্টা করি এবং এটাকে একটা চেক লিস্ট হিসাবে নেই, তাহলে কিন্তু আমাদের প্রত্যেকের যে যেখানে আছে সেখানেই কিন্তু গ্রিন প্র্যাকটিস করা সম্ভব। সার্টিফিকেশন একটা প্রোডাক্ট, ইট উইল হ্যাপেন if you want it, if you don't is okay, but practicing green is like a must. কেমন? এবার আমি আমার সম্পর্কে একটু বলি। আমি গ্রিনের ডিটেইলে যাওয়ার আগে মেহের ভাই বলেছে আমি কানাডাতে ছিলাম, ইউএসএ তে ছিলাম 9 বছর, কানাডাতে ছিলাম প্রায় 11 বছর। তো সব মিলে প্রায় 20-22 বছর চলে গেছে আমার নর্থ আমেরিকাতে। ওখানে আমার প্রফেশন ছিল রিয়েল এস্টেটের ডেভেলপমেন্ট করেছি আমি। সেখানে আই ইউজ টু মেক হাউসেস এন্ড সেল। ওখানে আমার দুটো গ্রিন গ্লোব সার্টিফাইড টাউন হাউস কম্পাউন্ড আছে। গ্রিন গ্লোব হচ্ছে কানাডিয়ান গ্রিন বিল্ডিং একটা অথরিটি। সেকেন্ড থিং যেটা আমি করতাম, যে আমি একজন লাইসেন্স মর্গেজ ব্রোকার। I used to facilitate loan and mortgage for people, and I used to have a newspaper online. তখন বাংলাদেশে ছিল না যখন আমি এটা করেছি, bengalitimes.com এখনো আছে। বাংলাদেশের বাইরের যতগুলো অনলাইন নিউজ পেপার আছে তার মধ্যে সবচেয়ে পপুলার। তারপরে আমি 2010 সালে, যেহেতু মেয়ের ভাই গল্পটা শুনতে চেয়েছেন, আমি 10 সালে বাংলাদেশে আসি। এসে ভাবতে থাকি যে আমি কি করতে পারি। তখন সিটিস্কেপ টাওয়ার, যেটা গুলশানের ফার্স্ট প্লাটিনাম সার্টিফাইড কমার্শিয়াল বিল্ডিং, তার যে ম্যানেজমেন্ট, তাদের সাথে আমার পরিচয় ছিল। তারা বলে যে উই ওয়ান্ট টু মেক এ বেস্ট বিল্ডিং ইন বাংলাদেশ, হাউ ক্যান ইউ হেল্প? আমি বললাম, if you want to do best building in Bangladesh, then you need some sort of certificate. You have to have a certificate, third party certificate, to say that you are the best building, because every other people, every other developer saying they are the best. And then the management agreed. Then I start putting this green building concept for that building, and I was to contact the consultant from Chennai, EM3, and put together the design team, construction team, and coordinated that until 2012. And then meanwhile I start learning green, and then become independent consultant for lead. So এটা ছিল আমার গল্পটা। এবং 2012 সালের জানুয়ারি মাসে আমি প্রথম লিড গ্রিন অ্যাসোসিয়েট হই, যেটা এই লিডের যে অ্যাক্রেডিটেশন, তার ফার্স্ট টায়ার হচ্ছে লিড গ্রিন অ্যাসোসিয়েট, সেটা হই। তখন আমি ইউজিবির কাছে জানতে চাই যে বাংলাদেশে আর কে কে আছে অ্যাক্রেডিটেড, যার সাথে আমি কাজ করতে পারি, কথা বলতে পারি। ফরচুনেটলি অর আনফরচুনেটলি তখন বাংলাদেশের কেউ নাই। বাংলাদেশি কয়েকজন আছেন যারা আমেরিকাতে, যেটা মেহের ভাই বললেন, একজন মহিলা ছিলেন যিনি বুয়েটে এসেছিলেন, আরো 2-3 জন টিচার আছেন বা ওখানে প্র্যাকটিস করেন, এরকম বাংলাদেশি কিন্তু ইউএস থাকেন, এরকম লোক ছিল। কিন্তু বাংলাদেশে থেকে কেউ এই অ্যাক্রেডিটেশনটা ছিল। তো কাকতালীয় ভাবে আই বিকাম দ্য ফার্স্ট লিড জিএ ইন বাংলাদেশ, এন্ড দেন ইভেন্চুয়ালি আই বিকাম লিড এপি অন বিটিসি। তারপর আমার ভালো লেগেছে, আমার পড়তে ভালো লাগে, জানতে ভালো লাগে। Then I become lead AP on EP O+M existing building, and then I get a project which is BIFL, যেখানে মেহের ভাইয়ের সাথে আমার পরিচয়, যেটা ইন্টেরিয়র। তখন I start learning the interior ID+C, and I become AP on that. And then I figured out, okay, এই করোনার সময়ে যে what can I do? How can I use my time, right? So at that time in February, March, April, I didn't know. I said, okay, let's finish this spectrum. So I finished the homes and ND money neighborhood development. And the way the homes and neighborhood development is been structured, Bangladeshe kokhono homes বা neighborhood development project hote parbe na. Very, very difficult. The requirement, the prerequisite is very hard. But I did it just to learn how can I use those concepts also in my other project. I do have project on new building, existing building, and interior, but then I have those two. And I, of course, I hold the Canadian citizenship, and I have planned to work globally, which I'm trying to do now. So that's about me. These are my certificate. Another thing I want to show with this certificate to you, that this is a huge field for you, for each of you. If you want to put a logo that has a global recognition sitting in Bangladesh or abroad, you can do that. And this logo will make your profile much more nice and powerful, and it can add values. Arekta point jeta when you study these accreditations, you will be updated globally, because LEED always updated everything with all global standards. So that's another good thing about this. And then what happened in 2017, UGBC called me because I did a lot of daily workshop, day-long workshop, 2 days long workshop, accreditation, exam prep workshop. I did Green Summit. So I invited them to my Green Summit, and they came and see my activity, and they say, why not you become our faculty? I said, what is your faculty? He said, the faculty means you are authorized to train others. I said, well, what I have to do? He said, they told me the procedure, I did the procedure, and they accept and they honor me with faculty status. In this moment, what just Meher said, মাত্র 5 জন আছে যাদের 5টা accreditation আছে, but মাত্র 2 জন আছে যাদের faculty status আছে এবং accreditation আছে। মানে 5 AP with faculty status, we are 2 people. One is a Chinese people live in California. I talked to him one day online, and I'm the second person. Again, why I'm saying that this is possible. You can do this green accreditation from your home. You can study from your home. You can take exam from your home, and you can use your time, and then you can use that in your workplace. And of course, it does add value to your services that you provide. Okay. Another thing I want to mention today, you're going to see in my throughout my presentation, the information on green is free with us. And no matter when and what you want to know, whether I'm your consultant or not, you can get green related information from us free. Any of you, even if you work with other consultants, still you can get information free from us. Okay. And also for you to have this access to information, especially information based on Bangladeshi perspective, what I did, I took few initiatives to help you to get this green thing. This is the first thing that you see. This is a green building and sustainable development information handbook. It has the green building information based on Bangladesh, green building benefits based on Bangladesh, and then a brief chapter on UGBC, what they are, what they do, and what is the process. And there's a chapter on a guide. I put 3 different guides in one chapter: new building, existing building, and interior, point by point. So if you have access to this book and you want to know that whether your project, you want to put some of the green idea into your project and what those idea is, you can read this book and you can find that. Of course, if you need details, you can talk to me. So this book can help you to understand green big time. Everything you need to know in a very basic, you can find in this book. And good news about this book is it has a printed copy, and it also has a copy, soft copy. So if you want to have it, just communicate with me or Meher Bhai. You'll get the link to download this book. This is free for you. Okay. And end of this book, of course, we put our portfolio, our company portfolio, our services into that. So this is a great things for you. I'm promoting my company, but really it is a information book that can help you to understand green. Another thing we did, we now have a YouTube channel for green building learning. It's called 360 TSL Green Expert. If you want to learn anything, go to this channel. It's in Bengali. A few of them are English. আপনি সব কিছু দেখতে পারবেন যে গ্রিন বিল্ডিং এর প্রসেসটা কি, গ্রিন বিল্ডিং এর কনস্ট্রাকশন প্রসেস কি, আর্কিটেকচারাল আইডিয়া কি, এবং আমাদের কিছু প্রজেক্টের কেস স্টাডি আছে, কেমন, এবং আমরা যে ইভেন্ট গুলো করি সেই ইভেন্টের ভিডিও আছে ছোট 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 পিসে। সো ইফ ইউ ওয়ান্ট টু সি দ্যাট হোয়াট দ্য অল ডে যেটা আমরা করি যে ফুল ডে ওয়ার্কশপ, ওখানে ওটার কাট পিস আছে। দ্যাট মিন ইউ ক্যান হ্যাভ দ্য আন্ডারস্ট্যান্ডিং অন গ্রিন sitting in your own home in your own time. Okay, so we have this channel for you where you can get everything. 50+ video is there. Okay, and there's 10 videos, especially we call it green building video tutorial, that is the total construction process of green. Anybody can go this 10 tutorial, and each has a questionnaire quiz built into that section. If you go through the quiz and score 80% and complete this 3, we'll give you a certificate. that you learn green in Bangladesh perspective. There's a 10 exam, 10 question is, there's 100 question, you have to score 80%. If you watch the video, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, you'll know. So if you understand how simple the green building is, and if you want to know, you can go to this video and see that. And then of course, if you want to go for accreditation exam prep, we do it online. We have course. The details is with Meher Bhai and with me. Any AP or Green Associate you want to become, we can help you. We have all the tools, all the learning materials, mock exam, everything you need, we have for you to pass this exam. If you follow our guidance, you cannot fail. Okay, and good news is by this month or maybe the 15th of next month, Meher Bhai will pass, will start this. He promises me, which is very good. And then we have another website, it's called MyGap or mygreenactionplan.com, where personally what you can do at your home to do green, it has everything. It has like energy audit checklist for your home, waste audit checklist for your home. Your personal action, you put the lights off, you get 10 points, right? So a company, a institution, a organization, how they can go green, it has the guideline. And also there's a point you can get. You do each of the item like this, very simple. You get 10 point, 20 point. So if you want to measure your green activity, this is the website that you can go in and you can do it. It's free. And also in the resource center, you will find all the guidebooks, all the guidance that we have, you will get that. So this website is in building, and we are getting a lot of good responses, especially from the students who wants to do it at their home, who need a template, it is very good for them. And then we have a green partnership. Any organization, institute want to become partner with us, not just certificate, then we can do a real sustainability audit for the organization and everything like that. So we have that partnership. And in this partnership, our motto is very simple: zero waste. Zero waste of energy, zero waste of water, resources, material, health, time, and money. Think about if you can really do zero waste of time and money and health, things have to be better, have to be. And in terms of money, we can almost guarantee with our experience in Bangladesh now, we have almost 180 projects. 25% energy you can save if you do things that we promote you to do or we ask you to do. You can save 25% water. You can save 25% emission. You can reduce waste by 25%. And you, of course, you can increase your productivity by 25% with this partnership program. And that's a big number, right? So if we can increase productivity 25% of any company, any institute, any organization, that's a huge thing. And we can do that. And we also have, we organized a Bangladesh Green Building Council. We call it Bangladesh Green and Sustainable Development Council. যেটা মুনিম ভাই আছেন আমাদের সাথে, আজুল মাওলা স্যার আছেন, বুয়েটের শাইমারা আপা আছেন, they are all, we started this, and now we're gonna create our own things through this. And if you guys want to join, just communicate with us and you can become a member of it. Okay. And then this is my company, 360 Total Solution. Okay. And we also have the partnership handbook. If you want to have it, you can have it. Another thing we did for green, that if you want to have, say you have a green project and you need help, right? Then what you can do, we have all the step-by-step process of it. Everything we cut down pieces by pieces, okay? So you can get the guidelines and everything you need to do and go green. All kinds of guidelines. Bangladesh perspective আমরা তৈরি করে রেখেছি গ্রিনের, আপনারা চাইলে এগুলো আপনি পেতে পারেন। কেমন? আমরা গ্রিন বিল্ডিং এর সিলভার মেম্বার। এটা বলবার একটা কারণ হচ্ছে যে সিলভার মেম্বার হওয়ার কারণে we have access to resources of UGVC. So if you need something that I don't have, I can get it from UGVC for you. Okay. And this is our current situation. We have 75 plus companies that we are working with. We have 180 plus projects. and we have 25 million square feet that we are doing right now. And one of the project with Munim Bhai that is very soon will get platinum certificate. Okay. So now what I'll do, I'll put a short video of Cityscape Tower. It is heavy, but it will give you what green building look like and what they do and how it works. Okay, it's a few minutes. So let's watch the video. This is Cityscape Tower, my platinum certificate first project, and there's the video.
ভিডিও সাউন্ডটা কি ভিডিও সাউন্ডটা শোনা যাচ্ছে?
একটু আস্তে শোনা যায় ভাই।
ভিডিওটা ল্যাপটপ থেকে দিয়েছি তো।
হ্যাঁ, ভিডিওটা শেষ হলো। এখন শোনা যাচ্ছে আমাকে আবার?
জি ভাইয়া, শোনা যাচ্ছে।
শোনা যায়? ঠিক আছে?
জি শোনা যায়, লাউড এন্ড ক্লিয়ার।
Okay. Now let's go to nitty-gritty of green. Okay. In lead, the first thing that lead focuses on is the efficiency of the product, because in lead they think that our behavior sometimes does not follow through. So if a product is already efficient, then it will be automatically do its job, and then our behavior comes second. So efficiency is the first thing they ask us to do. And now I'm going to talk about a little bit of the benefit and how many area that lead covers. It's not just the energy, it's many more than things like energy. But the first one of the strongest pillar is the energy, the segment. There's 8 segment. One segment is energy. So what leaders encourages to do to become most possible energy efficient we can be. Meaning in every aspect of the building design, product selection, the way we're going to do the ventilation, everything should be focuses on how we can do it with less energy. So green encourages us to do the passive design, which you guys are do. So that is the first step. So if you do the energy efficient establishment, then we'll be more competitive in the market. Okay. So that is very, very important, especially if you want to compete and make more profit. And then if you do efficient establishment, your establishment cost also go low. Like in cityscape, the first time when you design cityscape, the requirement was almost 1600 kVA energy. But when you convert it to the green building design and incorporate all the green measures, we only need around 800 kVA. You saw in the video, is 44% less energy required compared to the next thing. So then we only have to have 2 generators for backup, not 3, which was the previous design needed. So this way, even though you need some expenses for the green, but that's really help you to save in other areas. That's why it's called less establishment costs. And by doing this energy efficiency thing, you are reducing your overall carbon emission, which is the ultimate goal. Second area of the lead is water. You have to reduce water use in your personal level, meaning the water that you use for your daily activities. Then you have to reduce your water in landscaping. And then you have to try to reduce your water use in a cooling tower. If you do manufacturing, then you try to reduce your water use in that. And then recycle water as much as possible. So what we do in a green building, we use WWTP, wastewater treatment plant. We do STP, sewage treatment plant. And we also do the rainwater harvesting. From those water, we bring it back after treatment, and then we use it for flushing and gardening. Non-touch, people don't touch that water anymore, but we reuse it. Instead of using potable water, we use rainwater or WWTP treated water, and also the STP treated water. And also we manage the stormwater runoff. What is stormwater runoff? It's basically the water goes out of your premises. It takes a lot of dust with it, and then do sedimentation on the tunnel, on the drain, on the river. So we do a sedimentation trap in the premises, so the water goes out without sedimentation. So that's our way of helping the energy or the water system better. And then the other segment is the location and transportation. Before in version 3, location transportation was 1 segment, now it's 2 segments. But what this segment encourages us to do, that we only do use developed land if we can. It's not possible most of the time, but it encourages us to use the developed or pre-developed area, or try to reduce the development in the land. So that is the first thing. If we do it, there's a point. And also they want us to do it in a location that already have a transportation system built up. So that means to support my location, we don't have to cover more land for the street and for the roads and highways. So it allows us to get point if we find a location that help us those 2 points. And then also encourage us to do the transportation system for the company or organization, that how people will come to the place. So if they come in a personal car, the more emission will happen. But if they come in a carpool, more than 2 people in a car, then carbon emission will reduce. So that's the transportation system. Or they come by bus or train or public transportation. So that is lead encourages that you use public transportation, or you have your own transportation, but microbus for the group of people, not just each people. And then it encourages the green vehicle, which is electrical vehicle, or our CNG vehicle encourages that instead of petrol vehicle. And then it also encourages the bicycle use. So these are the location transportation point distributed in those few categories. Okay. Next segment is they ask us to create an environment that is the most healthy possible. I need fresh air. I need daylight. My sound have to be in certain level, right? So that's what they ask us to do. And there's a point for each of those, that if you do those things, you will get point. And those things you have to do the minimum based on world standard. in that relevant category. So if you do the energy savings, you have to do better than ASHRAI allocation or ASHRAI standard. If you do this fresh air you introduce, it have to be better than ASHRAI standard, right? So if you do those things, then you have a higher comfort for employee, more productive workforce, less absenteeism, less turnover, ensure minimum fresh air for everyone, not just the officers. All the employees have to have the fresh air. That's mandatory. And control indoor air pollution, all the air pollutions that can happen, prevent that. So these are the things they ask us to do to create a healthier environment. I'm just giving you the summary. Then you can go point by point and exactly what you have to do. That will take longer time to explain. Okay. And this presentation has some of them end of the presentation. If you want to have a copy of this presentation, just ask Meher Bhai or me. I'll give the PDF for sure. No problem. And the other area of green is the product, the materials that you're going to use, right? They ask us to use material wisely, ask us to use material, eco-friendly material, like if you use wood, then they ask us to use certified wood, right? They ask us to use local material. They encourage us to use material that has a recycled content, regional content, produce less waste. So that's what they ask us to do. And manage that material in a way that doesn't create a lot of waste. And construction waste, we have to manage, and there's a point for it, right? And also, only buy the material as much we need, and then buy the material does not have too much packaging. So the packaging is get lost. And then, whatever waste we going to create by doing this construction or project, that should be recycled. Either sell it to somebody or reuse on the side. So each of those things has a point for you. So this is the basic summary, that area of the green that they want us to do. Now I'm going to talk about few minutes. What is the benefit of it in a brief way, in a summary? And what is the foundation of this green building process? The foundation is basically called triple bottom line, right? Triple bottom line benefit. Everything we do in green have to have these three segments covered. It have to be environmental, have to be economical, and have to be healthy. You cannot do one leaving the other one out. You cannot say, I'm going to do the environmental thing, but it will be very expensive, but I'm going to do it anyway. Then your business not going to be sustainable. So you cannot do uneconomical activity, try to do green. At the very beginning, we have a conception that green is very expensive. It's not true. Green is not expensive. You can do green with everything you normally do, with the same product, with the same materials you can do. Just how you think, how you're going to use it is going to determine how green you are. And in the worldwide, this triple bottom line become now is phenomenal. The triple bottom line thinking holds that a company should combine standard metrics of financial success with those that measures environmental stewardship and social justice. This is triple bottom line. And if you see all the big companies now following this triple bottom line benefit, because it's create profit for the company. This triple bottom line benefit has another aspect. It's called people, planet, and profit. Again, same triple bottom line, but they just described differently. So people, planet, profit. In each case, it's required thinking in 3 dimensions, not just one. To me, this people, planet, profit is basically, I was reading about it, and I find that it's really 1P 3 times. Right? It's not 3P anymore. It's 1P 3 times. If you have good people, productive people, loyal workforce, they'll give you higher return. That means it's a profit. If you do environmental thing, you become efficient in resource management and you save a lot of money. That's profit, even it's environmental profit. And you reduce cost, you reduce operating cost, you reduce liability, and your productivity goes up. That's a financial profit. So it's basically this triple bottom line benefit is profit, profit, profit. That's why all the big businesses now following this triple bottom line in their workplace. I put a little bit details here. You can see if you get the I'm not going to read it. If you get the presentation, you will see those things. Okay. Now let's focus on a little bit on UGBC. UGBC is one of the many green building certification authority. There are many, but LEED is one of them. BREEAM, which is UK based, Astadama, Middle Eastern based, Green Mark, Australia based, Green Globe in Canadian based. But LEED is American based, but worldwide. And LEED become the most popular green building certification of. Okay. And they have 100,000 plus certified projects. And 168 country has green project, LEED project. The reason because it's very adaptable. In Bangladesh now we have almost 160 projects that LEED certified, right? And top 10 LEED platinum factories in Bangladesh. And if I explain in a layman way, this LEED certificate is not just a green certificate. It's literally a business management system. If you follow everything they ask you to do, you find that your business management have to follow through LEED. Because when you do a green building, you have to adapt a lot of plan and policies that will help this cause, the green cause, right? So that's the way LEED evolved. Okay. And this triple bottom line benefit, if I go details a little bit again, there's two primary objectives of this LEED triple bottom line benefit. Okay. First objective is to reduce operating costs by all means, right? Savings water, resources, right? Reduce your waste, keep your value of the waste. So all this is operating cost. And second aspect is workplace health and productivity. So this is the two segment works one together. If you don't have a comfortable space, your people cannot be productive. So green asks you to create a healthier space that can give people more productivity. And then all the benefit that I talked about before, it is here. You can have a look. I'm not going to read it. But there is this slide I want to share is very important. In Bangladesh, some additional benefit we can get from the government. The first benefit, any export-oriented factory, if they become LEED certified, they get 2% tax break. Okay, from the government. This is you can see their announcement is there. So that's a huge. When you have $1 million for export and you pay 2% less tax, that's a huge number for the R&D sector, now the shoe sector, leather sector. That's why they're doing green also. And then another advantage in Bangladesh you have, if you do green building or green factory, you get green financing available for you. Some of them are 4%, some of them are 5% interest rate, some of them are 6%. Bangladesh Bank has one that is 9%. And then there's some international grant is available from JICA, from World Bank, from Asian Development Bank, IFC, right? So if you go in investment for green, you can maybe find some of these will be very helpful for you. And the cost of this loan is very low. Environmental benefit I talked about before, emission, carbon emission, water quality. And if I give you the number, that you can reduce your waste up to 90%. You can reduce your energy use by 24 to 50%. You reduce your carbon emission by 33 to 39%, and reduce your water use to 40 to 70% possibilities. Now think about a company or institute or building that require 1 crore taka per month energy bill. Like I'm now consulting a project as a textile project. It's 1 কোটি 20 লাখ টাকা তাদের monthly energy খরচ। এবং আমরা হিসাব করে দেখছি every month we save them at least 30 lakh taka, 30 lakhs taka we can save them if you convert that to green. So every month if I save 30 lakhs taka, how much money I save every year? How much money I'll save 2 years? Doing green, they have to invest money. They have to invest around 4 to 5 crore. But again, within the 5 crore, it will come back in 2 or 2.5 years. So anything that we propose for green expenses, to going green, there's expense, but that will be come back less than 3 years, guaranteed. Okay. So any investment that come back less than 3 years is the best investment you can make, right? All the business usually come back like 10 years or 8 years, but the green investment come back in 2 to 3 years max. And then we also going to have a good, healthy workforce because they're going to get good environment. So the turnover going to be less. Their sickness going to be less. If they get sick, they can recover quickly, right? And also, if you use less energy, less water, that will put less strain on local infrastructure, right? And of course, you're going to get the marketing value and everything like that. So there's a tremendous amount of value if you go green, okay? And then top of that, there's some other benefit. What is there? Think about that if you do a green building, you have to follow all the world standards. You have to follow ASHRAI, EPA, EPAC, YESNA, right? ISO, energy study. So if you follow all the world standard and make a building in Bangladesh, you can proudly say that my building is no less than any other building in Europe or America because you follow the same standard they follow. That's a huge boost to our moral, right? And then you're going to get the benefit of publicity, right? We know the Plummy Fashion. We did a number when Plummy Fashion was certified, and the way he publicized his factory. The amount of publicity Plummy Fashion received that time is more value than his total project cost. The electronic media, the print media, social media, the project amount of money that he made the project is more coverage he received, right? And it will, of course, add value to your company, right? That you have a green building in your portfolio. But personally, to me, I love this slide. If you ask me, give me one slide on green, this is the slide that I want to say. What is it? Green is a positive thing. It's a positive act. You're doing something good. And in life, if you do positive, it brings more positive to you. I feel that way, and I believe it. And I find that it happened to my life. When I do put the lights off, I feel good. When I put the faucet off, I feel good, right? And you can use this green tool to motivate your people. Hey, you're in a green building. Let's behave green. Let's behave healthy. Let's behave sustainable, right? And your people will feel proud to work for you because you care for them, because you created an environment for their health. You gave them the fresh air. You gave them the daylight. Your water is much better than other water, the drinking water that you provide, right? So if you do green, you personally will feel good. I personally feel peace doing green. Okay. And this is the slide that gonna good for all the business people. This is a real financial benefit, directly, without all other benefit. You see, this is my project that I have, and how much they save. Okay, so this is a new building. So there's a shoe factory, 88,000 square feet. We saved them 32% energy compared to the regular building, which is compared to 82 lakhs taka per year. 82 lakhs taka per year they will save just from the energy. And this project only cost 1 crore 20 lakh taka for green additional expenses compared to the normal expenses. So he only spent 1 কোটি 20 লাখ টাকা, but 82 লাখ টাকা প্রতি বছর তার save. So if you go down to this list, you can see all that numbers, right? These are the new building, you can save that much. Building to building vary. Look at to the number 4, 51% energy we save. And 1 crore 9 lakh taka per year we can save, per year. Think about it. And then this is for the existing building. The next slide. Okay. This is for existing building. Existing building need investment to go up to the green level. So if you see the first slide, it's required 61 lakh taka investment, but it will save 65 lakh taka in a year. That means the investment will come back to show that ROI 11 months. The second project ROI is 10 months. Third one ROI is 9.8 months. Fourth one is 9.5. Then fifth one is 15 months. Sixth one is 24 months. Seventh one is 33 months. So all of them are less than 3 years. You making your money double if you do it right. My question is to you, why then you're not going to do it? 3 years, money double. Just money. Forget about the other benefit, the marketing benefit, productivity benefit, employee loyalty benefit. Forget about those. So if I come to the end of my conversation on green, again, green is the way to go. If you really put attention to green, you find so many things you can do, not the certificate. Certificate is the last thing. If you do green in your mind, in your heart, you save money. The office that I'm in right now, I have 3 floors in this building that is office. All are same size. All 3 are commercial office. My monthly bill, electrical bill is around 5,000 taka. My top 2 floor bill around 12 to 15,000 taka. Only difference between us, my people follow green, they don't. Think about it. Just doing little things. I save that much energy every month, almost 10,000 taka. And you can do the same thing. How? If you want to know, I'm there. I'll tell you. I'll show you. I'll give you the tools. You don't need an expert. You don't need a consultant for that. Okay. And finally, if you do green, you're really saving this earth for your future generation. Because that way we are going, we cannot last. This earth cannot survive. It cannot survive. So that's the reason that we have to go for sake of this earth, sake of our next generation. It's a personal choice. It's also your behavior. You can use innovative ideas. You find out energy efficient technology. And we'll show you your financial benefit going to be less than 3 years. Or the company. So if you work for green, if you understand green and you practice green, you can be benefited personally. You can be benefited as a small organization or a small company. And if you work for your client, they will be benefited less or more. You cannot go wrong in green. And it's not expensive, it's not complicated, it's not rocket science. If I mention a little bit about me, I'm not from engineering background. My education is business background. I'm a business graduate from New York University. But I study it, and it's very simple. It's very easy to study. Okay, so if we follow green, you can create a space that is more efficient. You can create a space that good for the people. Interior going to be very good, healthier. Think about one thing. In Bangladesh, every air condition you see, 99.9% air condition do not have fresh air. That includes your air condition, if I'm not too wrong. And if you have a CO2 monitor in your room and you run your air conditioner for 2-3 hours, you inside, your door is locked, you are really inside a space where the CO2 level is more than 1000 ppm, meaning you are breathing in an unhealthy atmosphere. If you do it for a long time, it will affect your body. If you stay in this space for a long time, your brain will get less oxygen, so it will not perform as good it can. Okay, so if you do green, you will understand that, and you start using the fresh air, right? And you can use this green to motivate your people. So this slide I'm not going to talk about because time is a little bit high, but I'm going to put this slide here, few slides, for you to understand, because if you need the slide, I can send it to you. This is lead V4, which version is running, and V1 is coming. Okay, and you can certify project in a very simple way. One building you can certify, or one interior, or you can certify few projects together, or you can have a campus and each building can certify together. So you can, it's very flexible how you want to certify. Okay, if I give you the summary, 8 categories, 110 points, right? There's some prerequisite that you have to follow. Okay, is in the books and also in this slide you can have it. And then these are the categories that I explained, and the point distribution is there. You can see location, sustainable side, water, how many point is where. And among this point, if you receive each of this section has a different point distributed to them, right? So this is that just explain each of those category, how many point category. Location has 16 points, and then sustainable site has a 10 points, and then water has 11 points. The energy is the highest one, has 33 points. Material has 13 points. Environment is 16 points, and there is a 10 bonus points. Among them is innovation design is 6 points, and regional priority is 4 points. So total is 110 points. So if you, out of this 110 points, if you receive say 40 to 49, you will be green certified, LEED certified project. Okay, you may know that, I'm just mentioning it again. If you have 50 to 59, you will be LEED silver certified. If you become 60 to 79, you become gold certified. And if you get 80 plus, you become platinum certified, right? But each of these certificate, no matter which level you receive, you are a green project. You are a green certified project. Doesn't matter what level it is, okay? So this is the basic of green. I think I cover all the ABCD. So now it's going to be open for question and answer. And I don't know how you liked it.
আমি সবার পক্ষ থেকে বলতেছি, মানে থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। উই আর অ্যাকচুয়ালি ইনডেটেড নাও, বাট মানে আপনি, আপনার ভাষায় বলি, একটা নতুন গ্রিন পার্টনার, মেন্টর, অ্যাডভাইজার, কনসালটেন্ট, ফ্রেন্ড। মানে আমি অফিসিয়ালি বলতেছি, আপনি উইল বি আওয়ার গ্রিন ফ্রেন্ড ফর আকার, এবং আপনার এই সাপোর্ট আমরা, উই উইল চেরিশ দিস সাপোর্ট।
ঠিক আছে, আমরা তাহলে এই সেশনটা এখানে শেষ করি। Thank you very, very much, Ananta bhai, once again, and the people who participated today. But this will be shared with the entire alumni at some point. Yeah. Thank you. Good night, everybody.